Hello Pisces, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecast. I hope you guys are doing well. So we are going to be focused on a channeled message here today. If this is the first time that you're listening to these on my channel, I typically like to start off with letters that could be a part of you or your person's name. That is if you are thinking of anyone in particular. And then I'll bring forward whatever names I'm able to channel in addition to zodiacs, signs. So sun, moon, rising, or Venus could be for you or your person. It could be a combination of both. So let's take a look at that energy. And then I'll go ahead and dive into the collective message. All right, guys. So if this is your first time, just take from it what makes sense for you. Release the rest, as it is general. It won't relate to everybody's situation. So let's dive right into it, Pisces, and take a look and see what are the letters for you guys. This is interesting. So I've done about 8 channeled messages today. And for the majority, I was picking up off of double letters, double zodiacs. I am feeling none of that energy here for Pisces. All right, so I'm picking up off of the letter M, E, O, the letter N, X, letter P, C, L, Y, letter J, F, and lastly, B. So let me grab some names for you guys. Nina is coming through. Janet is presenting itself here. I'm hearing Fabi, like F-O-B-B-Y, but I'm also picking up off of like a Fabiola type energy. So I don't know who that's for, but that's a name I'm picking up, Fabiola. Kaylee is coming through. Cole. Michelle, Paul, Karen. Interesting. I mean, traditional spelling for Karen in addition to C-A-R-R-O-N. So I don't know who that's for, but that's how it's spelled. Lynn, with 1 and 2 N's, so L-Y-N as well as L-Y-N-N. Jenny, could also be Jennifer. Belle, B-E-L-L as well as B-E-L-L-E. Florence is coming through. Somebody's nickname could also be Flo, F-L-O. I'm hearing Lozelle. Jensen. Could be any of these, could be first or last names. Jeremy also coming through. Blaine. Penelope also coming through. Larry. Beatrice. Somebody's nickname could be B as in B-E-A. Murray is also coming through. That could be first or last name. Bobby is also coming through. Robert, Roberta. Those are the names, guys. So hopefully there's something there that makes sense for you. So let's go ahead and see what names, not names, the actual messages that I'm able to channel for Pisces. I'm picking up off of a connection here. I'm picking up off of lots of laughter, lots of fun times with this individual. When you guys are together, you have a great time. I feel that on your journey to getting to this relationship, you've been through a lot, Pisces. And what I mean by that is you might feel at this point in time, and again, this is not for everybody. So if you feel like you have found your person, you're with them at this point, and maybe you're in a better place in your life. I'm picking up off of the relationships that you were in prior to when you met this person, when things weren't so good, when things weren't as perfect as it might be now, if there is such a thing as a perfect relationship, which of course there isn't. I feel some of you guys have endured relationships where loyalty was tested, where you guys could have just been on very different pages. You could have also dealt with people that were not on the up and up, that they kept things from you, or they just were very shady in how they communicated with you. There's someone from your past that's coming through here, Pisces, that's still thinking about you. I feel this could be an ex-partner. It's got something to do with a past influence. They're reminiscing about you. So this is coming through from a past love. But unfortunately, I'm also picking up here that they didn't exactly treat you right when you guys were together. This person kept things from you. They were not fully honest with you. I feel that they might have had issues coming into the relationship that had absolutely nothing to do with you. So maybe they had their heart broken, or they might have experienced something traumatic before you guys even met. It could be that they just kept things to themselves. And so on the surface, they might perhaps appear to almost seem like they weren't fully there. Part of the reason for that might be because of whatever issues they had gone through. So if you feel like they kept you at an arm's length, there was a reason for that. Not that it was a good reason, but that could have also been part of the reason why they were just distant, even though you guys were ultimately together. I don't know who that's for, but that's just a part of the vibe that I'm feeling here. That it was hard to read them. It was hard to just take a look at this person based off of their facial expression or how they carry themselves or their body language to really have a full understanding of who they were, of what they were about. And I feel the longer that you interacted with this individual, Pisces, you just were not on the same page. You maybe felt like you only knew about 75% of who this person was, and the other 25%, you had no idea because they never shared that part of themselves with you. What I can tell you is, when it comes to this person, they see you as the one that got away, because they allowed it to happen. And they might actually know that you've already moved on to somebody else. And that makes it hurt a whole lot more because they realize that they were with you first, but they didn't either appreciate what they had in the connection, or because of all of their issues, they were just blind to it. This is kind of an interesting energy that I'm picking up. So because they can't have you, they go after people who look like you, if that makes sense. You know, similar features, a similar body type, or even somebody who's got the same name as you, which is such a weird reason to go after somebody or be interested in someone. But they're just trying to fill that void because you are not there. I am getting that. You know, they've tried to replace you. They've tried to move on, but it just hasn't worked because they're not with you, if that makes sense. So this person is heavily thinking a lot about you. And I'm also picking up when it comes to their social media, it's set to private because they don't actually want to meet anybody new. They just want you. They're kind of stuck in the past. That's the energy that I'm getting from this person. You guys could also have been different ethnicities, coming from two different types of backgrounds, if that makes sense. Like, you guys had a lot in common, but at the same time, there was so much about your lives that were so different. I guess it's one of those situations where it's opposites that are attracted to each other. They didn't realize, actually, Pisces, that you were the one for them until they lost you. But the interesting thing is, and this is for those of you who relate to this, they now see you as the one, but you have moved on to somebody that you feel is the one for you. So, in a way, they did you a favor because that relationship did not work out. It has put you onto a path where you have now found your happiness in someone else. If you happen to be single and you have yet to find that type of relationship after perhaps having gone through a bad breakup with somebody, it's still a part of your destiny to connect with somebody like that. Especially if you are no longer interested in an ex-partner, reconnecting with somebody who's a part of your past. They are in your past for a reason. And I'm picking up the energy that that's where they belong, in your past, because somebody else is meant to be your future. Okay, so I have no idea who this is for, but that is the message that is coming through for Pisces. Feel free to share it down in the comments if you'd like. And that's it for now, guys. If you're interested in getting your own personal reading from me, that would be a card reading. That info is down below in the description box. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for listening, for tuning in. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care.